Welcome to another episode of Sailing Panda. We are anchored here in Plymouth, waiting for a good weather window to cross this... Wait, Plymouth? Weren't we just in another mouth city, like Dartmouth, was it? Yep, there it is. That's us leaving Dartmouth. On a breezy day, I must say, with our sail assortment reefed in. Then, before we knew it, the swell and wind subsided, and we hoisted the spinnaker. Well, we tried to hoist. There it goes. And we had a lovely sail to Plymouth. Except for this block that broke, resulting in the boom crash jibing and almost bashing Amanda in the head. A few curse words were had here, but alas, we arrived in beautiful Plymouth just in time for some Royal Navy beach assaults on the unsuspecting beachfront. Seriously? You all need to pee on that tree at the same time? Well, perhaps this is the finale to the beach assaults. Haha, I kid. Anyway, back to Panda Boat. She's anchored here in Plymouth, waiting to cross the English Channel to Brest. This park here was fantastic to explore, offering a beautiful springtime view, something we didn't get to see on our first visit here. So, enough of the recap. Let's jump right into our journey across the infamous English Channel. Well, it's time to get Panda Boat ready for passage. Well, it takes about 15 minutes for us to configure the boat from anchor mode to passage mode. For instance, we keep our halyards away from the mast while at anchor to prevent them from banging against the mast. So we untie them from the lifelines and route them through their clutches and winches. Alright, we are getting ready to depart Plymouth. You excited about leaving?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Excited about France. Croissants, baguettes, cheese, wine.
Yeah.
The culture, yeah, we're starting to learn French. We're gonna try.
And we get to sail across the English Channel, which, for whatever reason, is kind of a
tricky,
cool sailing thing to do. There's some currents and stuff that you navigate as you cross it, and of course a lot of shipping traffic. And we have a decent weather window today. Actually, I should say a really good weather window. So this is what the weather will look like, I think, through our passage. And we just hit go, and predict wind will tell us what the passage will kind of look like. So if we look at the European model, zoom in a bit, this is what we can expect through our passage. About 15 to 20 knots of wind, gusts probably higher, as we arrive around into Brest. All right, time to pick up anchor. Totally clean. Look at that. Nice. No mud or nothing. Should I do the second reef, do you think? Yeah, I'll do the second.
Okay.
Easier to shake out.
Probably safest.
Yep. Whew. There we go. Leaving Plymouth. What a beautiful day to leave. Just sunny skies, nice breeze. This is going to be a great crossing. So interestingly, we're going through this cut that the Royal Navy made, I guess, years and years ago to stop ships being able to come into the harbor. So there's this one passage, but everywhere else is like anti-submarine stuff. So big blockades, you can't get a ship through here. You just go aground. So they just have this one little channel. That way no ships could come anywhere through here. They had to go around Drake's Island, which is heavily armed.
It's really unnerving. I'm a little nervous. There's these huge submarine things underwater. And the depth goes pretty quickly. It's really steep here. It goes from like 20 meters under our keel to like 5, and then now 4. It's not bad. Okay, it's getting better.
Yeah.
I was getting so nervous.
Alright, now get our course all set in the GPSs. So I can say route, follow. Okay, we're gonna sail.
Good to turn off the motor. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but once we get out, like I finally get excited, whereas I was like I was nervous all morning, like I could feel it in my stomach.
Oh, I was so nervous too. It was like before a race or something. I think like before every passage we get like a little anxious.
Yeah, I was really feeling it, but then once I started motoring us out, and then now that we've put the sails up, turned off the motor, I'm excited.
Yeah, you're like, oh, we got this. Like,
Got
yeah.
the wind.
Oh boy, boss, you got the wind now!
And I'm like, okay, we can do this. We got this swell going on. Like
Yeah.
I've said that before. Once you feel that little ocean swell, this is nice. Want me to get video of leaving?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, I'll manage. Just like that, we're doing like 6.5 knots. I'm gonna go put the preventer on. The preventer is a name for a line we use to secure the boom when sailing with the wind aft of the beam. As its name implies, it prevents a crash jibe of the boom, which is super dangerous. We also use this as a poor man's vane to control sail twist.
They scared. The sailboat that we saw earlier, they turned around and took down all their sails. Bye bye. Maybe they think we're the crazy ones. We are 20 miles into our sail, and it feels great to be back under passage again, that's for sure. Waves are about 2 to 3 meters, really building as we get out a little farther. And the wind's been very consistent, which is great. I've had it on the beam the entire time. It's like 15 to 23 knots. Reef in the main, reef in the mizzen, reef in the genoa. So we are really well set. And this is my first watch passage. We're doing 3-hour shifts this time since it's just one overnight. We are flying. Some waves that are breaking across the bow sometimes. Oh man. And luckily Duchess is doing great on our davits. This is the first time we've been in bigger seas with Duchess on the davits. It's really happy with that so far. Check this out. We're going like 8 knots over ground, 7 through the water. Jeez. Crazy. A little difficult down here.
But once in your bunk, it's really nice.
Yeah. Now. Night night.
Night night. And it's snack time for me. Snack, snack. Okay, well, I'm getting up for my shift. It's just midnight now. We're past halfway across the channel. And Panda's on watch. Hello, Panda.
Hello. We just hit a little rainstorm, but the wind like went high, like up into 25. I'm like, oh god, there must be something. So I looked, and there's definitely a rainstorm right there. It's starting to die back down. It's just a little thing, but it caught me off guard. But at least we're all reefed down too, so I'm not terribly worried. There's been an insane amount of traffic on my watch. I had a really close call with a fishing vessel, which was not fun. I was like shaking nerves for a while afterwards.
Oh no, what happened?
Yeah, well, I kept seeing this really bright light, but I didn't see anything on the AIS. I turned on the radar. I could definitely see it was a ship of some sort. And then I was looking at the calculation. It was going to be like, you know, within a few hundred feet in like 5 minutes. And I like called them on the radio, but they wouldn't answer. See the whole boat like completely, like the sides turning. I could see the entire deck of the boat. I could see the cockpit of the boat, and I was like, holy shit, we are so close. And everything at night looks way closer, and I don't know like how much fishing gear they have out, and I'm like just like, oh my god, like.
Did you bear away, or what did you do?
Eva decided to turn off.
Oh, so it came up into the wind.
So I came up into the wind, and we were fine. It was just such a nerve-wracking experience. So yeah, there's that, and now we're coming up on some more traffic too.
Something to expect on the channel here is you have like fishing boats that turn off their AIS because, well, they're fishing. And that's what fishing boats tend to do. So really freaking annoying.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you were able to find them, and glad we had radar to help us. So, yeah. Okay, well, time to get this shift on the road. Well, our bilge alarm has gone off, but the bilge is empty, so after it pumped out a little bit of seawater, but the float switch is somehow stuck on, I think.
Turns out debris had found its way into the float switch that operates the bilge pump. I tried spraying fresh water into the switch, but no luck. So for safety reasons, the bilge is hardwired via a separate circuit, so the only way to turn it off would be to disconnect the 12 volts at the pump. I crawled into the engine bay, and in just a minute was able to get the pump shut down.
Crisis averted. Just have to disconnect the bilge pump for now and use the manual. Just need to visually manage when our bilge fills up, because we get seawater and stuff that comes in. So, always something. All right, go back to bed, Panda.
Wow.
I'll take one. Well, the English channel does not disappoint. I had squalls, I had ships, low wind, high wind, the wind changing direction quickly, had some big waves over the deck. And then during my shift, they had like this big squall came through, and I swear, like, it must have been 35, 40 knots steady. I bared away, and the wind was like behind us, and still the apparent was like 30 knots. So yeah, so that puts the true wind definitely a 40 knot hold, and just hand steered that through for probably 10 minutes until it kind of passed. And also, we are just about at the French coast. We're 16 miles to the coast, and I can see lighthouses, so it's very exciting to almost be all the way across. It's just been so fast. I mean, I think we've been almost averaging like 6.5 to 7 knots. Okay, hand the boat off to Panda. We're just getting ready. Ride shift change, 6 a.m. Have good sleepy, Panda.
I will. So tired. At least it was a non-eventful trip for your sleep. You deserved it.
Voyage d'Entrelague est amarre. Cross-Corsen, je passe canal 79-79.
Channel before, but we hit it right at the highest current. Some really big stacked waves around us, the wind against the current. Alright, well I think we made it through the toughest part. Now it's just kind of the final approach into breath.
The French military had spotted us on radar some 10 miles out of the bay, and we communicated our intentions to enter and check into France. We have found it common for customs to request the boat to arrive at the local marina, so out come the fenders and dock lines as we sail into Marina du Château. We were excited to find quite the fleet of French racing and exploration vessels, of which we assembled an extra bonus segment, which you can find on our Patreon page.
Officially, France.
Customs was super friendly and efficient. We had our documents checked and passport stamped in just a few minutes.
Oh, we did it. We have checked in to France. Our passports are stamped. Now we can put up the old French flag.
Back on board, it's time to fly the French courtesy flag, marking our official arrival into Panda Boat's home country, France. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to get notifications of our latest episodes. And if you found some entertainment value in this content, consider supporting us on Patreon.
Like, I have to screw up my audio now.
Is there an air raid or something? This is crazy.
Panda Boat's just like riding on air. Try this.
I just wanted the close-up of me turning off the motor.
Alright, I think Panda has reached her spinnaker limit. So the problem we have is the sock and the sail get kind of tangled.
Again, Starfire to Amanda 0.